First one's New Mexico. New Mexico has a new coach. You know him. I know him. We respect him. Eric Olen has left the University of California at San Diego after a 30-5 season. He's become the head coach of the Lobos. He goes there. This morning, UCSD promoted his longtime assistant, Clint Allard. He replaces him as head coach of the Tritons. He winds up going from $485,000 that he was making with UCSD to $1.2 million. He effectively got what Rick Pitino got in Albuquerque. Eric Olen goes there. Phenomenal job here. I think we should all cheer what this man accomplished, taking him from Division III to Division II, to obviously winning the Big West and getting to the show and then nearly beating Michigan. Hell of a feather in his cap. That being said, he's gone to work in a place in Albuquerque that has had good basketball for a long time and plays in the pit. But he's also gone to a school that I think is like the Kobe Desert. There's just not a lot of resources there. I think it's a really hard place to recruit to. And as many good players as Richard Pitino brought in, he lost them. Half of them left a year ago to go to Texas Tech because of the NIL. He's just lost Donovan Dent, who has just changed schools. So I'm not sure if Eric Olen's going into the best job possible, but he believes in his ability to recruit kids, obviously coach the system he has. So Eric Olen, congratulations. What a phenomenal run. 51-17 the last 2 years at UCSD, new head coach at New Mexico. Second one is Villanova. This is kind of an ugly ending in one place and maybe hope that it's going to be better. Villanova, which has gone through a real bump in the road after Jay Wright walked out a couple of years ago. They fired their coach. Villanova just hired Kevin Willard, who was 27-9 at the University of Maryland. He kind of left in a very bad situation in College Park, Maryland. He left because the athletic director just left to take an AD job at SMU. And Kevin Willard says there's bad money problems here, and I just didn't figure I could stay here and work for somebody I did not know as the AD, and knowing there are going to be more financial limitations. So he winds up going to Villanova. UCLA, two storylines. We just talked about guys leaving New Mexico. They just got Donovan Dent. Late last night, New Mexico Lobos star guard commits to go to UCLA. He replaces Dylan Andrew, who bailed out. He jumped into the transfer portal after a real poor season. Speaking of UCLA, we'll also talk basketball. Lady Bruins are going to the Final Four. Lauren Betts, their 6'7" center.
Yeah, she's huge.
She's unbelievable. Had 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 block shots. As UCLA moves on, they destroyed LSU in the Elite Eight. So they're going to the Final Four. USC, unbelievable challenge tonight in women's basketball. Lady Trojans have to play UConn. They have to play UConn without JuJu Watkins. She's gone, of course, with a catastrophic knee injury. What a cruel happenstance there. And UConn and Gino Auriemma. What's he known for? Winning. What's he known for? Winning big. What's he known for in this tournament? Opening game, they beat a team 103-39. Left his starters in the second half of a 103-39 blowout. So much for sportsmanship at the University of Connecticut. So, John, those are hot headlines as it relates to basketball, all things. I know you got an opinion about the new head coach at New Mexico.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and, congratulations to Eric Olen this is got to be a somewhat double, triple the salary. I don't know. Have they released the financials on this?
1.2.
1.2. So that's
he made 485 at UCSD with all the package.
So that's like a 2.5x increase. So, good for him. You got to be happy for him. But again, I'm just momentarily as a UCSD alum, it's still unbelievable to me that they're a Division I basketball program that has, they made March Madness, and now their head coach is getting like cherry picked, is getting taken away, out recruited to go to a better basketball university. I mean, again, it's mind boggling that this is happening. But New Mexico is interesting, because my son played baseball there, and there's parts of it that they do have resources, but the state itself is obviously a very poor state. But Eric Olen's going from La Jolla to Albuquerque. I mean, that's it's a big culture change too. I
You
mean,
think?
yeah, exactly. So, but I'm happy for him. And I'll tell you what, Lee, I'm loving watching the ladies play ball. I mean, that when JuJu Watkins went down with that injury,
Oh, my heart hurt.
oh, it was awful. But the young lady that plays for UCLA, I had to look her up. And
Lauren
she's
Betts.
6'7". I mean, that's a woman right there, man. And I like to see them play ball. And the ladies' game is different, but it's still, I find it to be really entertaining.
I don't know very many people have shut that head coach at LSU up. UCLA's women did. Kim Mulkey, speechless.
Yeah. It takes a lot to make her speechless, but she was only a number 3 seed, LSU, UCLA the 1. So maybe Mulkey might be having for her a bit of a down year.
Yeah, bit of an off season. I agree with you there. Okay, that's all things basketball there.